Okay, I'm going to try and show a little bit about how you might do a visitor list in Excel. So it assumes you have Excel. It assumes that you also downloaded our sign and save package, and that you have a Scriptel signature pad. So once you've downloaded and installed the sign and save package after installing Excel, then you should have this script touch section on your menu bar. Go ahead and click that, or attach your signature pad first, of course. Click that and click capture signature then to see what that window looks like. Alright, I got it here. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of the settings here. So what this has done is this is set up to do a very large size signature, which probably is overkill for a small Excel spreadsheet. So there's a number of things here that you can see the various items in the GUI. You can turn that off. You show buttons, show timestamp. I'm going to leave the timestamp on so you see what that looks like in the signature. Crop signature, I'm leaving that off. I think that's important. Smoothing and using device buttons means that you can use the OK and cancel on the signature pad. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here to start with, so you can see what happens while I sign. Okay, so there's my name. You see it has you can adjust the line thickness until something you think it looks nice. You can also zoom it in and out and make it smaller and larger. What I'm going to do is show you that if I choose a zoom of 100% and a line thickness of 1, I get a fairly nice looking signature there. You can also choose different colors if you'd like. Black is fairly standard. I tend to use navy because I like it to look like a blue pen. And then I'm going to go ahead and accept that. Okay, you see how it all of a sudden appears in the spreadsheet very close to the cell that had been selected before. When you look at it, click on the signature itself, it's just an image. You can also see the timestamp there, so you can see what time I actually signed it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up an Excel sheet. So I can do a name and a signature, for example. All right. I'm going to have to make my rows larger so that they can fit the signature. So I'll just set the row height to the one that I looked at that looked good was 62. And then of course we want to make the signature field itself a bit bigger so that the image will fit in it, and then put in the name. Or make that there. You can go ahead and perhaps even format that a little bit so that it appears centered and also aligned in this center. Sorry about that. There. So let's go ahead and show how this works. So I'm assuming you're going to be starting off with somebody's name here. And then you're just going to click over here, and you're going to click here, and you're going to go ahead and capture the signature. You see that it pops up now with the new size that we set before. I'm going to go ahead and write my name then. Alright, and I'm going to do one other thing before I finish here, and that is I'm actually going to set it up so you don't have to see all those settings now. So go ahead and get rid of the settings. We don't need the buttons here unless you need help with people accepting their signatures. I'll leave the rest there. All right. So now you have this very compact window, and I will click OK on the pad, and the signature goes into its designated space. Now you notice that it doesn't, I no longer have to have the other menu there, so I can type in somebody else's name, like John. And then I can just go ahead and straight to capture signature. I get my little window, click OK on the pad, it goes in. Next person, John. Capture the signature. All right. You can see how that goes on and on and on. So it's a fairly simple way to just set up an Excel where you're getting spreadsheets. It doesn't require a lot of clicks. You might want to play around with it. I don't know how you're going to be entering names or any sort of typed information, but relative to actually typing in information in the spreadsheet, capturing the signature is a fairly simple process. So I hope that convinces you that this is a good solution. Again, all of the software is free, of course, except the Excel, but the plugin for capturing the signature using our signature pad is free. I showed you a couple of the settings in there, so you can get used to how you would set up the interface, so maybe not too many bells and whistles, and then you're good to go. Thanks.